Welcome back to Grammar Grade 12. I'm really glad you're here. This is Unit 7, Lesson 56, and today we look at what happens when a pronoun's antecedent, the word it stands for, is an indefinite pronoun. You've met these words before: everyone, both, some, each, several. In an earlier lesson, we watched them control the verb. This time, they control a later pronoun. The good news is that the same three groups you already know still apply. Once you can spot which group a word lives in, choosing the right pronoun becomes almost automatic. Let's dig in. Before we dive in, here's the whole idea in one breath. A pronoun has to agree with the word it stands for, its antecedent, in number. So if that antecedent is singular, the pronoun must be singular too. And if the antecedent is plural, the pronoun goes plural. Nothing new so far. The twist in this lesson is that the antecedent is an indefinite pronoun, a word like everyone, or both, or some, and those fall into the same three groups you met when we studied verbs. Some are always singular, some are always plural, and a few can swing either way. Learn which group a word belongs to, and the matching pronoun takes care of itself. Let's start with the biggest group, the indefinite pronouns that are always singular. Here they are: each, either, neither, one, everyone, everybody, everything, anyone, anybody, someone, somebody, no one, nobody, nothing. Every one of those names a single unnamed person or thing. So when it's the antecedent, the pronoun that points back to it must be singular. Everyone brought his or her own umbrella. Neither of the boys forgot his cleats. Notice we reach for his or her, or a single his, or a single her, a singular pronoun, because everyone and neither are singular, no matter how large the crowd feels. Now, a trap that catches almost everyone. Look at this sentence. Neither of the girls forgot her lines. There's a prepositional phrase sitting between the indefinite pronoun and the verb, of the girls, and the word girls is plural. It's tempting to reach for their. But girls is only the object of the preposition. It is not the antecedent. The real antecedent is neither, which is always singular. So the pronoun stays singular, her, not their. Each of the dancers knew her cue. Works exactly the same way. Dancers is plural, but each is the antecedent, so the pronoun is her. The rule to remember: match the indefinite pronoun and ignore the noun in the of phrase. That group was all singular. Here's the opposite: a small, tidy group of indefinite pronouns that are always plural. Both, few, several, and many. Each of these clearly points to more than one, so the pronoun that refers back to it is plural too. Both of the twins finished their projects. Several raised their hands. Many admitted their mistakes. Few changed their minds. In every case, the pronoun is there, because both, several, many, and few name a group of more than one. Just 4 words to memorize: both, few, several, many. And they always take a plural pronoun. The last group is the interesting one, because these words can go either way. Some, all, most, none, and any are singular or plural depending on what they refer to. And here, finally, that of phrase does matter. Look at the noun inside it. Some of the pie lost its shape. Pie is singular, just one pie, so the pronoun is its. But some of the fans waved their banners. Fans is plural, so the pronoun is their. Same word, some, but the pronoun follows the noun in the of phrase. Most of the cake keeps its flavor. Most of the students raised their hands. All of the milk lost its chill. All of the guests found their seats. So for this group, and only this group, let the of phrase decide. Before we practice, one honest note. You've surely heard, and probably said, everyone brought their book. In everyday speech, that singular they is everywhere, and it sounds perfectly natural. But in formal writing, and on a test that's checking traditional agreement, treat everyone as singular. You have two clean ways to do that. First, use a singular pronoun. Everyone brought his or her book. Or, if his or her feels clunky, reword the sentence so the antecedent is genuinely plural. All the students brought their books. Either fix keeps the grammar tidy. The principle to carry with you is simple. A singular antecedent takes a singular pronoun. Let's boil it all down to a three-step check. Step 1. Is the antecedent one of the always singular words? Each, everyone, neither, and their cousins? Then the pronoun is singular, his or her. Step 2. Is it one of the four always plural words? Both, few, several, many? Then the pronoun is plural, their. Step 3. Is it some, all, most, none, or any? Then, and only then, look at the noun in the of phrase and follow it. One more reminder tucked inside that. For the first two groups, ignore the of phrase completely. It's a decoy. Keep those 3 steps in mind, and let's try some sentences. Time to practice. In this first set, each sentence has an indefinite pronoun as the antecedent, and asks you to pick the pronoun that agrees with it. Think about which group the word belongs to. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. Everyone on the team must bring blank own water bottle. His or her or their. Everyone belongs to the always singular group, so for traditional agreement, we choose the singular. Everyone must bring his or her own water bottle. Several of the hikers lost blank way in the fog. Its or their. Several is one of our 4 always plural words, so the pronoun is plural. Several of the hikers lost their way in the fog. Neither of the actresses remembered blank opening line. Her or their. Careful here. Actresses is plural, but it's only sitting inside the of phrase. The real antecedent is neither, which is always singular, so the pronoun is her. Neither of the actresses remembered her opening line. Nicely done. The second set leans on that tricky third group, some, all, most, none, any, plus one more from the singular list. Remember, for the third group, the of phrase finally gets a vote. Pause and choose before I answer. Some of the bread lost blank freshness overnight. Its or their. Some can swing either way, so we look at the noun in the of phrase. Bread is singular, 1 loaf's worth, so the pronoun is singular. Some of the bread lost its freshness overnight. Most of the volunteers finished blank shifts early. Its or their. Again, most depends on its of phrase. Volunteers is plural, many people, so the pronoun is plural. Most of the volunteers finished their shifts early. Each of the puppies wagged blank tail. Its or their. Puppies is plural and tempting, but each is the antecedent, and each is always singular, so the pronoun is its. Each of the puppies wagged its tail. Let's pull it all together. When the antecedent is an indefinite pronoun, its number decides the pronoun that follows. The always singular words, each, everyone, neither, anybody, and the rest, take a singular pronoun, his or her. The four always plural words, both, few, several, many, take a plural pronoun, their. And some, all, most, none, and any borrow their number from the noun in the of phrase, which is the one place that phrase gets a say. Everywhere else, treat it as a decoy. Keep asking which group the word belongs to, and agreement stops being a guess. Next time, in Lesson 57, Clear Pronoun Reference, we'll make sure every pronoun points to one obvious antecedent, so your reader is never left wondering who she or it really is. I'll see you there.